Reese, is this number hunter, letter hunter? Oh, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's spring again. Everybody know it's spring again. To the boys and girls and people above. All right, that's me. This one's a good one. It makes you, mixes it up. Spur is not a word. I don't think so. Did we already do snip? I thought we did. No, yeah, I guess we did. Yes, sir. Pingling. Wow. Sing? Yeah, this was a nice one. I like this one. A lot of medium words, tons of them. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. But she don't care. My baby don't care. Thank you for subscribing. You must be my beautiful voice. Sorry, my wife. Tick. Kit? No. Sight? Ooh la la. That was nice. Ooh, Dato, Dato.
That's a tough one too. Those are two tough ones.
Did we already get tints? No. Did we get dent? Yes. I hear kaiju in there, babe. My son, the kaiju. Ooh, was a good one. We get T already? Nope.
That's fun.
That added?
That's a good one.
Tainted? Good old Tainted. Oh my goodness. Tended? It's a tin. Tintad? This is not a hard word either, is it? Let's see. E. Thank you. Uh, is it tinned? Already got that one, huh?
Could have scored that
Auntie?
one a long time. Good old dad. No way.
Attend? Oh my goodness. Sorry. That was pretty simple, but a mutt?
Oh my goodness.
There we go. I got one. Matt.
It's getting harder, I think. I'm just getting older.
Malu? I didn't, are my fingers that bad? Jeez. Malt? Oh, that was tough. Alms for the alms? Come on. Oh my gosh. I did tam. It's not tam. What's a tam?
Okay. Về ra rồi.
Tom? Go ahead, Mace. If you want to put on your show, go ahead. You tell Grandma thank you?
Thank you. Thank you. Lại sườn hỏi phốt. Học sườn.
We already put mud in there, I thought.
Loads of thanks to Miasmas, Carrie Huang, and Neon UFO for supporting this channel on
Big
Patreon.
Mace, I thought you were going to watch the rest of...
This is the Milky Way galaxy, and today we're going to create a black hole that is as big as it, and then have it eat the entire Milky Way. This was a suggestion.
Big
in my comments, and
Mace.
if you want to leave a suggestion, put it down.
Old Spice Putty. I hold matte finish.
The client moved the meeting.
To today.
It's a meeting.
A big meeting. This is the Milky Way galaxy, and today we're going to create a black hole that is as big as it, and then have it eat the entire Milky Way. This was a suggestion in my comments, and if you want to leave a suggestion, put it down in the comments of this video, and maybe you'll be in the next one.
There's
Okay,
only
first
so
up,
many
Sagittarius
choices.
A, which is
I
the
put that
black
in like
hole
5
interior of the Milky Way.
times.
So you can actually see it there, that little black dot.
Oh,
We're gonna
my
add another
fingers.
one about here, and let's turn on a green background so we can kind of see Okay, so here's our Sagittarius A black hole, but we want the radius of this black hole to be one whole galaxy. So let's change
A
this
what?
to Milky Way radius and have it be 1.
Alt?
So now you can see Sagittarius A is actually bigger than the whole Milky Way. Oh, you can see the distortion of the Milky Way gets pushed so far out. And here's like the core. So I'm actually going to move it a little bit away so we can still see what we're dealing with.
Amped?
So the new Sagittarius A is this big and the
What?
Milky Way is right here. So let's play time.
I could have swore I put that one in. What's going on?
So a lot of time has passed. You can see all the stars and the central black hole is getting pushed towards the new giant black hole.
Oh, this was a tough
And it looks
one.
like they're actually getting shot back out, most of them.
Yeah, it's tough when you get
Because they
those.
really close
Only got a
when they
few
actually
words.
do gravity,
In the
is-
momentum.
And it looks like pretty much everything got
That's
worked
the
back out
fact
into space
jacket.
from the new Sagittarius A. Interesting. Okay, now let's try it again, but let's make the black hole way bigger than the Milky Way, and hopefully we can actually suck the whole thing up instead of shoot parts of it back out. We're gonna grab Sagittarius A again, this far away to start. Let's turn on that green background again. Now for Schwarzschild radius, we're gonna put it at 100 galaxy radius. Oh, we already ate the Milky Way, so it worked. Wait, we need to do that again. Okay, here's the Milky Way in comparison to our new black hole, which is just huge, like the biggest black hole to ever exist. And I think if it... Oh, did a nebula make it out?
Teak?
Oh, this nebula we're focused on made it out of the black hole, but
Teak?
like everything else, wait, we need trailer.
That's gonna
Okay,
be
so
tough.
still made
You're
it
gonna
out.
ask. Teak.
A lot of it got sucked up that time. So this is actually the debris from 2 galaxies. Okay, we got a suggestion to make all the gas giants the size of the sun. So let's do it. We're gonna start with Jupiter right here, and we're gonna pause time while we do this, and I'm pretty sure they will all turn into stars. So we're just gonna type 1 sun for the mass of Jupiter, and so far it looks okay, but I bet if we play time, it'll turn into a star. Let's see. Yes, it's a cold star now. Interesting.
I don't know. Is that how you
But
spell
it looks
tag? I
like
thought
so
it was just
far it's okay. So we'll do
TAC.
the same thing with all of them. Saturn now. 1 sun. Okay, Saturn's the size of the sun now. And Uranus make the size of the sun. Perfect. And Neptune. And then that'll be all of the gas giants and ice giants the size of the sun. Well, the mass of the sun. The size and mass are different. Okay, so let's
Trope,
focus on
huh?
Jupiter, which is the radius is the same as the sun. So this is exactly pretty much the same size as the sun. Play time, speed up time, and just see what happens to the whole solar system. So at first it looks like nothing too dramatic. Okay, Jupiter's orbit gets pulled in. Oh, the sun is right here. It pulled the sun so hard that they kind of become binary. Where did Earth go? Oh, it's all the way out here. It's gonna freeze. It got ejected from the whole solar system. Jupiter pulls a lot of asteroids in. Let's turn on the orbit so you can see how greatly it's affecting this whole system. Saturn's getting wrapped around too. So it looks like the sun kind of has Mercury and Venus captured in its own system, and Saturn, I guess all of the other gas giants are kind of all over the place pulling things. Oh, Mars got ejected. Neptune and Uranus are still coming in. Yeah, this
Opt
is
is a good
still
word.
living,
I like that.
but it's complete chaos for the solar system. They're all like dark stars now. Neptune, why does Neptune look like it's the only one that's still in its orbit? Even though it's not.
Hope.
Like it's gonna get pulled in. Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a tough wire. Like ropes.
Unlike some hearts, Reese's don't taste like desperation. Happy Valentine's Day.
That's cool to see. Our next suggestion is to combine Earth, Mars, Venus, and Mercury, and then terraform the planet that they combined into. Okay, so we're gonna open a blank simulation to combine them in. Okay, so we're gonna start with Mercury, and we're gonna put it right here. And then we're gonna launch Venus into that. And, oh, okay, the collision happened. And then we're gonna combine Earth into that. Beautiful. Plus Mars too. Oh, did Mars miss?
2, 3, 4-letter words, huh?
Clear the fragments. Mars, come back. But you right here. But you right here. Move you down. Yes. Okay.
Port?
This new planet here, we're gonna name it Protoplanet, is every single rocky planet combined. So we're gonna save it now. And then we will start a new simulation and add the sun in, and then use our
Poet?
protoplanet in it and try to terraform.
Ooh, that was
Okay,
good.
protoplanet
Now a
is about
5-letter
180
word.
away, which is the same distance as Earth from the sun. Let's speed up time and wait for it to cool down to see what we are working with on it. Okay, it looks all right so far. You can see it has water and an atmosphere. Most likely, all the good stuff from this came from Earth. Let's check our life likelihood right now. 36.5% already, so there's not a ton of terraforming that needs to be done. It's actually going up. So we'll let it go as high as it can. Oh, no way.
Rotor? No.
87.8. This is already super habitable. Is that city lights I saw on the back? Yes. So there actually is life on here already. And vegetation grew by itself. We don't even need to terraform this. It did it all for us. I guess we'll just leave it then. Okay, our next suggestion asks if we can make the moon have life. Let's try. So we're gonna try to terraform the moon. So here's Earth and here's the moon. So the first step to making the moon have life is definitely gonna be adding water. But before we can add water, we need to add a tiny bit of hydrogen to keep that water on the surface. But that should be good, because otherwise it'll all just like evaporate off into space. So we kind of just like, so these darker areas on the moon are actually called seas. So we can actually just fill the seas with water. They're like actual seas like that. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, and then next we need to add an atmosphere, which will
What is this?
and such. Okay, so we're gonna want this atmosphere to be a light blue color, and we'll do some adjusting on the opacity.
Retro?
That's looking better. Let's add.
Oh my goodness.
Check that out. That's looking good already. And some vegetation would not hurt.
Oh,
Okay, added some green on there to simulate the vegetation, and let's check.
oh, these Louise.
We got 32.2%, which is pretty good, but I think I'd get it a little bit higher if we add our rotational period, set that to 1 day, so it's no longer tidally locked with Earth, which would probably affect Earth a little bit, but that gets us to 62.8% life likelihood, which is very good. So now we have the habitable moon, and this is the backside of it actually. Look at that. It's beautiful. There's actually a lot of water on it. But let's speed up time over a long time and see if it lasts. Okay, it's been about 200 years since it's been terraformed, and let's check its habitability now. 61.9, about the same. That's perfect. So this is a long-term terraforming of the moon. MMM says, make the solar system orbit a longsword. Okay, so I know exactly how we're going to do this. We're going to go to the sun, and then go to actions, and then go replace object, and then we can actually just search for the sword. Longsword. So as long as it's paused, we should be fine.
I think this is getting harder.
The longsword gets replaced, and then we want the mass of the longsword to be one sun. You can see just how big a solar-sized longsword.
Anybody think this is getting harder?
And theoretically, if we hit play, all the planets should stay exactly where they are because something with exactly the same mass as the sun replaced it. Yeah, it looks like it worked. The only downside to this is that the Earth is going to freeze over because there's no more heating coming from the longsword. So now if we set its surface temperature to 5,000 Kelvin, let's see if, it just instantly cools down because there's no way for it to sustain that heat. But I wonder if just that little boost helped the Earth. No, it doesn't look like it. Pitch black on the Earth, and it is freezing over. So if we had a flashlight, we can actually see what's happening. And you can see the oceans are starting to freeze just after a few months. And after a few years, the entire thing is one big ball of ice, which would probably still have life under its oceans. You can see the life likelihood dropping steadily over time. So let's see how low it gets. Oh, after about 200 years, the life likelihood drops to 0. So all life on Earth would be dead at this point. And the Earth similarity drops by the day. So a sad future for us if our sun ever gets replaced by a sword. Okay, our last suggestion for today says replace the moon with a sun the same size as the moon. Okay, so we're going to take the moon, which is right here, and then replace the moon with the sun, but then shrink the sun to be the same size as the moon. So let's add
Goodness.
So we're actually not going to be able to make the mass small enough. So let me stay positive to stay alive. But we can trick its radius small enough.
What word is this?
So we want this to be the radius of the moon. One moon radius.
Ago.
And then we'll lock
Oh my goodness.
About, 100 Jupiters?
Boa?
That's about the smallest we can get it. Oh, I hit play for 1 second and it ate the Earth.
Greece is, I think it's been the toughest one so far.
Mass. So this moon-sized sun, it's only the size of the moon. Let's actually compare it. So here that is, and then here is, where's the moon? The moon. So you can see they are like exactly the same size, but its mass is 100 Jupiters squished into this tiny little thing. You can see it actually wreaks havoc on the entire solar system by pulling the sun and all of the planets with it, shooting stuff out, which just got launched out. Venus
I feel like
gone,
an
Mars
oaf.
is gone, Mercury's gone. It just is killing all the planets. And this tiny sun is actually heating up really hot and becoming blue. So let's speed up time as fast as it'll let us, and then see what our future looks like with this. Uranus is still here. All the gas giants are still here, orbiting this new binary system. Okay, so this is what the future looks like, I guess. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, leave a like on the video and make sure you subscribe. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you next time.
Want to get the most out of one sheet? Grab bounty.
Okay.
Can't hold up.
Today, we're back with the wheel. So, if you've never seen the wheel before, basically there's a bunch of good things and a bunch of bad things.
There we go. Thank you
For
so
example,
much.
We might terraform a planet.
Thank you so much. I hope it wasn't the gas passing, because that was my wife.
Today, we are doing the wheel versus Jupiter. Here's our planet Jupiter. Today, we're going to see what happens to it. Are we going to terraform it? Are we going to destroy it? Is it going to be...
It's called love, my
Let's
baby.
find out. All right, so here's our first spin, deciding what we're doing to Jupiter.
Leaf.
Meteor shower. Okay, so to do a meteor shower, let's see, what's the best way to do this? We can
Yeah,
go
here.
and pause time, and then we'll get a bunch of random asteroids, launch
What?
them at Jupiter, and I will make a bunch of them go into Jupiter at the same time. And these are all going to be about the same distance away, so they should all hit Jupiter about the same time. Okay, here we go.
Let's
Okay, that's a
see.
bunch. You can see all the little asteroids I put. So we're just going to slow down time before, and then
What?
let them all collide with Jupiter, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, it looks like some of them might collide before some of the other ones. Okay, here they come. All of them hitting Jupiter at the same time. You can see they are really small. Like, look at the shadow of this one. Here we go. Let's see if it really does anything at all. Jupiter's pretty big. Okay, so we got a lot of red
Oh.
spots around it now. So those are all the little collisions. Oh, you can see some fragments shooting out. That one was probably a little bigger. Let's speed up time and see.
You already put
what
whale in here,
happens.
right? I thought you did. Huh?
Absolutely nothing. Jupiter is a beast and can handle a lot before anything really bad happens to it. Okay, here we go. Spin 2. Let's see what we're doing now. Ooh. Remove atmosphere. Okay, so Jupiter doesn't have an atmosphere, so what we're going to do instead, or at least Universe Sandbox doesn't simulate an atmosphere,
What
we're going
is
to remove all of
this?
the hydrogen off the planet and have it be more silicate and iron, which will basically turn this into a rocky planet. Even though it still has the same bands and it looks like Jupiter, it is a rocky planet technically, not a gas giant anymore. Okay, so let's see what we do now. Draw a smile. Okay.
Oh, will
yeah,
it?
draw a smile. Okay, so to draw a smile, we do actually use the laser tool. So we can use, let's pause time for this. You can use the laser tool. You can see it starting to heat up here. We're gonna need something a lot more powerful. Here we go. Okay, here's our Jupiter smiley face. Oh, we're heating up the whole planet. Okay, let's see if I destroyed it on accident. We're gonna slow down time. Okay, no, it didn't get destroyed. That's good. That's very good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if it's facing away from the sun and you don't get the surface lit up, it just looks like a giant glowing smile, because we have that side, which is towards the sun, and then the far side is just completely lit up by this smile. And it's probably so bright, it looks really bright over here too. Let's see it come around. Yes. All right, let's see what's next on the wheel. Gas giant. Okay, so we're gonna add back our gas to it and see if the smiley face remains here. So if we add back our hydrogen, we'll just add a little bit, so it's now back to a gas giant, and it looks like it transfers the heat onto the hydrogen layer. And the smiley face is still here. I'm excited to see what it'll look like after it cools down. Ooh, okay, upside down. So we're gonna turn Jupiter upside down. So our smiley face is now gonna be completely reversed. Turn it upside down. I don't think this will have any real effect. It just kind of looks cool. And it is cool. Whoa, it looks so weird because like we're used to Jupiter being a certain way. Interesting.
Loot? Come on,
So
loot.
we're gonna have to heat up the surface in a way that's not cheating, I guess, because global warming's like atmospheric heating. So let's see if there's a way. Oh my gosh, look at the heat map. It's just, you can just see the smiley face. Okay, what's the best way to do this? Here, we can't really adjust the atmosphere mass while it's a gas giant. So I'm actually going to remove it and make it not a gas giant again, so we can have access to some of this stuff. And we can do this thing called atmosphere layers. Oh my gosh.
What?
Turn this up and it'll add more layers.
This
So
is
it should really just start
some
heating
foreign
up.
word I'm on.
Okay, that's a pretty thick atmosphere. It doesn't seem that, maybe it's too far from the sun. It can't heat up. Let's just move it closer to the sun then. Jupiter, you are now closer than Earth. To make sure it doesn't just crash into the sun, though, we're gonna auto orbit it. So it is in orbit of the sun. Hopefully this helps us get a higher temperature. It's slowly heating up. Okay, I have the max amount of atmosphere layers. Let's see if it heats up ever.
EWL.
Very, very slowly. If I just set it to like 400, let's see what happens. So it is a little bit warmer now, and I think that will be good. Oh my gosh. Swap mass. Okay, so to swap
What
mass,
is
we
this
have to
word?
figure out
W.
which object we're going to swap the mass with.
W
I have this other
E.
wheel here with celestial objects, and we're going to spin this one and figure out which object we're swapping mass with. So whatever this wheel lands on is the mass I will give to Jupiter. Oh no. Oh, it's not HD 105 or 6B. It is a... Or 6B. It is a random rocky planet. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull up a random rocky planet while it's paused so nothing really happens. So random rocky planet. We'll put it right here. And let's see what mass this has. This has a mass of 0.5 Earths. So now we go to Jupiter, and we're going to give Jupiter 0.55
What?
Earths. So Jupiter just got a lot smaller, and I guess it's...
I don't know.
This is...
My end dimension is sickening. I literally have no clue how it got this bad. But today we're going to transform it into the entire universe. Okay, you're probably wondering...
What?
Ethan, am I close yet?
Man, I don't know.
Say that. It's been so hard. Okay, listen to me. Whatever you do, do not.
You know what the word is? Send it to me in the comments.
Okay, you know what? This isn't working. See that guy over there? You think they're scared, huh? Do you? Okay, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't be scared. That's the spirit, and I heard that if the viewers lag, you get lost stream. Guys, please like right now. I mean it. Yes, you're doing it. You're doing it. Yeah.
Halt.
I'm so close. Yes, I finally made it. Oh, hey.
Halt.
The second thing you wasn't even connected. Huh? What did you say?
See.
Hey,
Roblox games that kids shouldn't play. Did you know that only the geniuses can like this big without using their hands?
What?
When a fly lands in a Venus flytrap, it disturbs these tiny hairs on the plant's leaves. And if the fly keeps doing this, it sends a signal to the leaves that make them rapidly close. Now this traps the fly in the mouth of the plant, and the edges seal off to prevent it from escaping.
What word is
Then
this?
a digestive enzyme is secreted, which breaks down the fly. And after a a few days, the Venus flytrap will have absorbed its nutrients. When a fly lands in a Venus...
Oh my goodness gracious.
This footage recorded on the
Oh my goodness gracious.
Welcome to karaoke night with the Singing Heads. Send this to your friends.
Oh my.
You got
It was a good one. I should know this word.
You got a friend in me.
Oh my goodness.
But if you like the video, it adds
Oh my goodness.
the full set of leather armor. And I can't.
Perfectly good word.
My only goal is just to die. Why am I so excited? We gotta go! This fall definitely kills me! How am I still alive? Oh, that's why. Oh, come on! Wicked. And done. Really? I thought this was supposed to work.
In the muck and the mire.
Really? If Herobrine can't even kill me, we're gonna need a new plan. The god-killing type of plan. But I don't think Minecraft has anything anywhere near that type of power. Or so I thought. Meet the rail cannon. A device made up of thousands and thousands of blocks that's even capable of beating the Ender Dragon in a single shot. Am I gonna have one shot at this? Here it comes!
Mason, can we turn that down a little bit?
I can't be alive.
No,
It's impossible.
no more shorts, Mace.
Minecraft, but if you like the video, it
So let him vote again.
Imagine an immense wall of water crashing into the skyline of New York City, the iconic bridges of London, and the sprawling cityscape of Los Angeles. The unimaginable chaos, destruction, and sheer power of nature unleashed upon these bustling urban centers.
Packed with ingredients to power your day. Make the smart choice with Healthy Choice Power Bowls.
My sleep number smart bed so smart, it makes me better than Jamal. What?
Mine's so smart, makes me better than Justin.
While this catastrophe scenario hasn't played out in reality for these great cities, the reality is tsunamis of colossal proportions do exist. They've struck other corners of the globe, leaving behind stories of survival, rebuilding, and resilience. Today, we're comparing the true scale of the most enormous tsunamis in history. Which one of these disasters happened inland instead of on the ocean?
I thought I put this one in already.
How did
I guess
two
not.
fishermen survive a wave over 500 meters high? Well, keep watching to find out, and subscribe to our channel for more great survival content.
Regine?
Our journey begins on July 28th, 1976, with a powerful earthquake in the Bohai Sea near Tangshan, China. The seismic activity triggered a tsunami with waves about 10 meters tall. The quake itself resulted in an estimated 242,000 fatalities, making it one of the deadliest in recorded history. The disaster exposed vulnerabilities in the country's infrastructure and emergency response capabilities. But the city rebuilt itself, incorporating the lessons learned from that fateful day. Next, our list takes us further back in time to the Cascadia tsunami of 1700. A megathrust earthquake along the Cascadia subduction zone produced waves that were 26 meters tall. They had a severe impact on indigenous populations in the Pacific Northwest, from Vancouver Island to Northern California. Damage caused by the Cascadia tsunami was extensive, to say the least. It reshaped the topography of the coastal regions it slammed into. Forests were stripped away, and the powerful surges of water inundated low-lying areas.
I don't know that word.
Several kilometers inland in
I do
some
not know that
places.
word.
Long before scientific instruments and seismographs, indigenous oral traditions spoke of a time when the very earth beneath their feet trembled and the water rose in a tumultuous dance. Scientific studies have drawn the same conclusions, reminding us that multiple lenses can be used to fully view the stories of our shared history. As for survival tips, well, it's important to know the natural warning signs, such as strong ground shaking, and have an evacuation plan in place when in coastal areas. Okay, fast forward now to 2004.
Oh no.
The Indian Ocean tsunami shook the world. Triggered by a massive undersea earthquake, the devastation this tsunami caused was widespread. The death toll exceeded 230,000 people across multiple countries. The sheer scale of this tsunami was unprecedented. Waves, some towering up to 30 meters, surged across the Indian Ocean, striking the coastal regions of multiple countries, including Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India.
This is downtown Los Angeles, and I want to blow it up with a nuclear bomb. Okay, not actually. That would be too expensive. But
Oh.
use visual effects to show you what that would look like. You are very familiar with nuclear.
Sorry, I gotta pause for a minute. You didn't poo-poo your pants, you just didn't clean your butt good enough. You gotta do a better job cleaning your butt. Okay? Yui.
That stands for the speed of light times the speed of light. So
Let's see.
energy is actually equal to the mass of something times 90 quadrillion.
90 quadrillion?
Yeah, that's a big number.
For example, a single
No, like a huge amount.
A tiny, minuscule amount of water, but even converting just this much mass into energy would yield an explosion as large as the one we saw in Beirut in 2020.
Juan?
This tragic accident was one of the most powerful non-nuclear blasts in history.
You know
It
what?
had enough concussive force to shake the entire country of Lebanon, and yet it was still only a 20th the size of the Trinity test. While the Beirut explosion was caused by a warehouse full of ammonium nitrates, Trinity was fueled by a core of plutonium just the size of
Noir? Oh, they're getting tough. Ooh, whoever did Grease is.
Have you ever seen the nuke?
100 tons of TNT, or 0.1
What?
kilotons. This explosion was literally humanity making a big mark in the earth and going, yep, that's my measuring stick now. And this is how physicists were able to figure out that the size of the Trinity explosion was the equivalent of 21,000 tons of TNT, or 21 kilotons. But here's something crazy. In 2021, they actually reanalyzed the data and determined that the actual yield of this explosion was 25 kilotons. So, yeah, as if that distinction even matters when you're blowing up a city. Speaking of which. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a nuclear bomb striking down to us already.
I do contemporary with.
In the first 1/1,000,000th of a second after nuclear detonation, the heat is already so extreme that a ball of plasma forms. It's a fireball so hot it reduces everything inside it to subatomic particles. The core of our star is 15
Echo, that's a tough one right there.
the
Echo.
hottest point in the entire solar system. But for a brief moment in time, it becomes the second hottest.
But I like these 4-letter ones.
Can reach 100 million degrees. To put that in perspective, that's 20,000 times hotter than the vaporization point of diamond, one of the most resilient materials in the entire universe. So it doesn't matter if you're in a fridge or a bunker made of diamond. If you're inside of this fireball, you will get deleted from existence. All of this heat radiates outward at the speed of light, instantly scorching anything unfortunate enough to be within view. This real test footage shows the paint getting vaporized at the moment of detonation. It's quite literally a laser engraver, but like everywhere. Anything combustible immediately ignites on fire, including everything within a mile of this explosion. All the people within a mile and a half would receive third-degree burns. It's a burn so bad you don't even feel it. And looking at this test footage, what I find fascinating is that it's not actually windy. What we're seeing is the heat.
Very good con, right?
Smoke away like it's the solar wind or something. It's just that intense.
Sun is
And
done.
most devastation is still to come. The shockwave is a sphere of high-pressure air that expands outward faster than the speed of sound. In fact, this shockwave is so powerful it levels up into something even deadlier. When it hits the ground, it
Hen?
reflects
Oh, you already
light
got
to
hen.
recombine with itself, forming what's called a Mach stem. It gives the shockwave a razor's edge, shaving the city down to rubble. It's been a few seconds at this point, but the explosion is still happening. The shockwave leaves behind a pressure vacuum which sucks all the air back in with hurricane-force winds. It's not as strong as the initial shockwave, but this is more insidious. As the air rushes back into the city, it delivers fresh oxygen to all of the fire. The rushing air feeds the flames, which create fire tornadoes that swell to hundreds of feet high. This terrifying reality is called a firestorm and is exactly what happened to Hiroshima. It was a city made almost entirely of wood.
What? Whoa.
I don't know, man. These are tough.
Yeah, that got kind of real. I wanted to show you a hypothetical
Whoa.
explosion so that we can separate the
Just
physics of nukes.
what
as they
in the town and
Separating
paper?
I don't know about that one.
possible. Nukes are not
I don't know about these. The word level has gotten much, much harder.
You are the nuke. Okay? People call you a nuke when you are
America and Russia to build bigger
tiny.
and bigger bombs, such as the B-83. It's the most powerful in America's arsenal right now, and yet physically, it's not that big. It's 12 feet long. In fact, the warhead itself is just right up here at the front. For something so small, how powerful could it be? 1,200 kilotons. Yeah, and this is a megaton bomb. I'm using a tool called Nuke Maps. If you just Google search Nuke Maps, you'll find it. Just plug in the warhead yield of your choice, whether or not it's detonating on the surface or if it's an airburst. Then you just hit detonate. This is the fireball. This is the strongest part of the shockwave, and this signifies where everyone gets third-degree burns. This is what the Trinity explosion would look like in downtown LA, but if I put in the B-83 of 1,200 kilotons, that detonation would look like this. It's like almost 2 miles wide, just the fireball. Now, the B-83 is just the most powerful nuke that we currently have in our arsenal. We've tested many more powerful nukes. For instance, the Russians tested the Tsar Bomba, which was a 50 megaton bomb. This would literally destroy the entirety of Los Angeles. I just turned on the casualties. Estimated casualties are about 3 million people. I think there's a good reason why people... Going back to the B-83, yes, this is smaller, but we built 650. There are 650 of these things just out there in the world somewhere. That is enough to scorch every single square inch of California. Are you scared yet? I am. We don't need 650 of these bombs. I mean, whether or not we need them at all is a separate conversation, but 650? I think we can all agree that is too many. Mutually assured destruction is still assured destruction, but thankfully there is hope. Both the US and Russia have reduced their nuclear stockpile by 50,000 warheads since the height of the Cold War. Think about that for a moment. Two nations with a history of animosity and distrust were able to set aside their fear of each other and put most of their weapons down. When I see that, I don't see a species trying to destroy themselves. I see a species with a reason to save themselves. And that gives me hope. We need more of that for the safety of us all. But thanks for watching. If you thought the explosions in this video were cool, well, I've got something special for you. I've included a download link to a preset so that you can simulate your own nukes using a real-time sim program called Embergen. It simulates smoke and fire like lightning fast. And lastly, what would happen to the Earth if the Universal logo was real? Well, I made a whole video about it right here, going into detail about exactly what would happen. Spoilers, the world would end. But how? Well, you gotta watch the video to find out.
What's up, guys? Double Dog Gamer here. Today we're showing off a new game called Nuclear War Simulator. Now, this isn't really a game. This is actually a tool that was created by universities and used by them to study the effects of nuclear...
Why this shark went to Hawaii is not what it looks like. In the year 2000, all the great white sharks on the coast of San Francisco suddenly vanished. Scientists could track one of the sharks with...
This is my window, and I would like to keep this closed, please. Your window is clearly on my side. Actually, it's mostly on my side, and I would like to keep it closed. What seems to be the problem here? I want...
You might think this guy is the strongest coniferous plant, but is it sticky enough to hold this giant fly? Remember, if it gets away, his entire species will lose the chance of joining the flytrap army. Most people think that these super sticky leaves make it impossible for something to get away.
What am I missing here?
That's true. Smaller bugs like mosquitoes and midges easily get caught in just one droplet. And really big animals like spiders and lizards are, of course, way too strong for this plant. Yet bugs like this giant fly or even bees are evenly matched against these plants. Only the really big sundews can easily hold them back. However, this guy is unique, and that he isn't bred like his cousins, and he seems to be much stickier, and therefore sticky enough to catch this fly and be considered to join the army. But can he eat other things like my blood? Well, go check out that video. You might think this guy is the
Oh my
strongest
goodness.
Roblox looked like
Are you
this in
kidding me?
2012, but today kids would never.
That's not even the right word. It's not even the word I'm looking for.
Dancing to get $100 this week. Here we are back in 2012. Let's create our new Roblox account. I mean, take a look at this old logo. Everything looks so basic and amateur. When we hop onto the games, that's when things get really interesting. Take a look at these ultra-high graphics. Even the first game I created all by myself, called Sword Fight RPG Simulator, looks extremely good compared to this one. Roblox looked like this.
Really?
In 2012.
This man gets
Really?
the finger because in this world, every time a key is pressed, tiny people inside the keyboard have to do a squat. Unfortunately, the man is a gamer and spends most of the day absolutely destroying the keyboard. The most used keys have to be extremely fit to endure all the squats while they get hyped up by the less important and fat keys. As the guy is gaming and smashing the keyboard, he is not using most of the useless keys. So the keys like pause break are just sitting there chilling, while the F keys are relaxing and stroking their Johnsons. Meanwhile, the number pad keys have all just left. Alt has to drink the special juice because he gets used a lot, but his friend Tab has it even worse as he is almost broken. Suddenly, the gamer's girlfriend comes in the room making him hit Alt and Tab, which ends up breaking Tab for good. All the other keys cannot believe their best worker is finally broken and start screaming at the gamer. Suddenly, he presses Alt-Tab again to hide the game from his girlfriend, and the absolute Chad, Tab, comes back again. So comment what key you would be, because this man gets the finger.
Big Mace. I thought we agreed. No.
They introduced 6 new animatronics.
What would you do if you suddenly woke up and were 50 feet tall? Well, today I'm going to become a Titan in Minecraft, and I'm going to be absolutely huge. And so my goal is simple: survive until day 100 as a Titan, all while 3 scouts try and stop me from surviving. Will my giant powers as a Titan be enough to survive? Or are these scouts going to successfully take out my Titan with their flying together? And as you can see, I am huge as a baby Titan. And because I'm so big, I actually get 10 full hearts of health. But I'm really, really slow. And of course, that's a massive problem because there are 3 scouts in front of me trying to kill me before my Titan.
I'll be making Minecraft ultra realistic using death. The more death there is, the more I unlock new worlds, new realism, and new crafts. But what exactly happens when there's too much
Era.
death?
Always
This is
tough
not
era.
normal Minecraft. This is
Okay.
Minecraft from the dollar store. Like, what are these supposed to be flowers? Like, how is that a flower? And wait, what is wrong with my crosshair? Like, what is this? Wait,
Prep?
Reaper? Realism in Minecraft is
Ooh, I
powered
thought I
by
had
a
it
little
there.
thing called death. Oh my goodness, I just heard lightning. Complete the first challenge to fill your soul jar. Oh, it's that little push on the top right.
Black holes are the most powerful and extreme things in the universe, and they're
To you?
Today we're going to be creating a black hole system. So basically we're going to turn the star into a black hole, and then we're going to put planets around it, and I'm going to try to make life in a system with no real star. Hello everybody, my name's Calvin. Welcome back to Universe Sandbox. So to start, let's just...
Out for the night until it was time for day 2. Day 2 was the first day we started to see accusations being made. You see, a guard by the name of Deadline Green was accused of planning a revolt. Carl Kraus didn't want to risk it, so he decided to go ahead and teach him a lesson.
Good old Urpa.
Hopefully tomorrow you'll have a little bit more of a company spirit. The workers were promised that after today's work, they will then be rewarded. But this did not stop multiple escape attempts and highly suspicious activity.
Before sunrise, one of the new farmers sneaked past the fence.
I thought he. Where'd you go?
Oh my god, she just walked right past him. He waited until dawn. Is he running? Oh, he's on the run. Ah, here they come.
No, the water's not water. You better come back here.
Well, that didn't work out too well. But this won't be the only escape attempt today. The legendary singing crew, led by Is Kevin, were up to no good. They were plotting a distraction attempt.
We're about to be dwarves and we're gonna dig holes.
But all workers were called up to the surface and were told to get in a single file line.
Everyone, could you please come up towards the surface? I'm going to be escorting you down towards the base. Kevin, if you could go first. Very kindly.
This process was to attempt to catch any workers carrying contraband or stolen handcuffs. And very quickly, somebody was actually pulled to the side for questioning.
Once you guys are cuffed and then uncuffed, you're free to go down to the camp.
Somebody is up to no good here.
We don't talk about that.
Hello.
Hey, Chris, can you like step aside really quick? I was told that you were handing out stuff and that you add some things to your inventory.
Yeah, I have some redstone. I wouldn't do nothing like that.
Alright, you can head back down to the camp.
Nothing.
Paper?
It was time to pull the trigger. The professional singers created a distraction about Taco Bell.
I'll make a distraction.
Yeah.
Guys, holy cow. Did you guys hear about the story about the dude who actually successfully heisted Taco Bell 8 years ago? What? And a Taco Bell? It shot burritos.
Well, this is intense. By the way, this is a massive jungle. If he escapes, it's going to be one long journey.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then
I don't know either. Hmm.
Duvid was quickly sent over to a prison cell on the boat. Why were you sent here? Just curious.
One was funny, and the other side of the
Oh, I gotta go. With contraband piling up, Carlcraft decided it was time to reveal the reward. This would hopefully regain some trust. Alrighty, here they go. This has been a long wait. On the way towards the reward, Is Kevin was desperately attempting to get Duvid free.
You're arresting an innocent man.
It worked.
If you could stay the rest of the circle,
Something like that, sir.
This is a $10 million island mansion. They will be resting well, with 20 luxury rooms, multiple pools, a boxing ring, and some other surprises.
This place is nice.
I present to you the feast.
You've all done amazing work today. Very proud of you all, very proud of you. And as a reward, we'll make sure we've got some food for you very soon.
Well, we're doing a good job. We're going back to the mine for one more day, but you're all doing amazing.
Most of us are farmers here.
Oh my goodness.
And Dave, they have no idea what's coming.
When you know, you know. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Sorry about that. What's up, Mace?
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm having a rough time today. I'm trying to make myself feel better with saying these are harder, but I don't know. I just put the same word in twice.
The workers were told that they will all be heading back onto the boat for the remaining work. But some interesting interesting stuff happened on the way. Multiple workers and even guards were looking around for ways to escape as they were heading towards the boat. Is this guy gonna miss the boat? I'm surprised nobody even notices this. If you thought
Hey, Rabrid.
I kid you not, there were two miners exploring the mines. When Carl Crafts arrived, they told him that they were trapped, and he believed it.
Hello?
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 I've definitely been stuck in there for so long. I think I'm stuck as well.
I got stuck in it the other day.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for being patient with that. But eventually, everyone made it to the boat.
Okay. We're in rarefied air now.
This, my friends, is where things really get interesting. After a day's journey at sea, the boat arrived to its destination.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are very excited to show you all the luxuries and amenities we have to share on the
Hold up a moment. Are these even our workers? The workers are still on this boat over here. So then, who are these guys? Wait, why don't I just ask? I got a question. So, who are you?
I am Ish, head of security aboard this magnificent vessel.
Now, when I digged further into the footage, I caught something very notable.
We're able to operate thanks to our sponsors at Visionary Holdings to mitigate our recent financial difficulties.
So, Visionary Holdings partnered with a luxury shipping line? I think I may know where this is heading.
Now, with that being said, first class, follow me. The rest of you, follow my assistant here.
I see they're doing a health inspection over here, but first class doesn't even have to do a health inspection, which I believe is accurate in history. Oh, yeah, right. Speaking of history, this is the architect of the Titanic. Well, there's a reason he actually plays this role in the experiment. He knows literally everything about the Titanic. Watch this. All right, the captain's gonna be hiding in B89. Let's see how long it takes him to find this room. All right, here it goes. Bro, it's been like 10 seconds. Oh my god. He also knows his history.
He went to go help with the lifeboats that were still left, but the captain jumped overboard.
Holy crap. First, second, and third class were all led over to their own rooms, some nicer than others.
Oh, I thought the rooms would be a little bigger.
Hey, at least there's enough space for one person in this room. But as much as I like showing you guys lighthearted moments,
Sorry, all you mothers out there.
where the rooms are questionable.
Like a moth to the flame. No hemo. Unless you want to be a hero.
We navigated a turbulent housing market.
But we didn't know the first thing about filing taxes as first-time home buyers.
Is this really where this is going? Well, I'm afraid so. The mansion was such a powerful trick that they actually regained loyalty. It quickly dawned on them that this is indeed a prison.
I see a broke prison cells overhead, so.
They kept saying that we're, people with jobs and stuff, but I think we're actually prisoners.
Jesus.
Whoa.
This does not go well. Holocrafts had some explaining to do.
Firstly, I'd like to say we are very, very proud of the work you've done today. We've got all the jobs done. You've done fantastic. But while we work on your release from this fantastic work environment that we've provided, not a prison, it is a facility behind you on the cells. When I hit
He made it abundantly clear that if he hits the red button, all workers must return to their cell units. And if he hits the green button, they may continue.
That's a good one. I like this one. It's a little hard, but
Major change in events, the workers
certainly
had no
doable.
choice but to consist of mining coal and bringing the coal across the entire facility to continue to power the Titanic. However, none of the workers know that they are on the Titanic. They can only speculate. The professional singers immediately rallied up nearly every worker to build furnaces under the mines.
Wait, are you guys? Oh, this is amazing.
You see, many workers still had leftover gold in their inventory this entire time. They began to craft golden armor, golden apples, and even stone swords. Meanwhile, not a single guard was in the area. This is because they were dealing with a worker by the name of Armadura who was not getting up alleged contraband. As you can see here, he's holding on to the diamond sword. As the workers were finishing up, a plane by the name of Imperial reported the entire incident to Peachy. Peachy and the others immediately went over to the mines.
Make sure to don't wear all the full 1 minute and then destroy all the furnaces and everything that's in there. I need a fresh pick.
Alright, come with us.
I almost didn't put it in because I didn't see the bonus on the side.
We thought it would be maybe a little bit more persuasive.
Oh dear.
Into the room.
They're taking his friend too. But wait, it turns out PK convinced them to cancel Kevin's death sentence.
Here, you can take the golden apple back. Can we uncuff Kevin?
This is indeed surprising, but he took is Kevin up to what they call the luxury rooms.
This is where we keep people who have been more cooperative.
His friend saved his life, and because of their honesty, they got to enjoy these beautiful rooms.
Thank you. Boss. Oh, I forgot the shell. Here,
Oh, something's happening downstairs. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Carl Crafts decided a public example needed to be made.
I want you all to be aware of what happens to people that are
Yo, Thunder, how's it going up here?
It's going pretty well. The ship's handling. I hope we don't really run into any obstacles.
Here he comes.
Oh my god, there's an iceberg. There's an iceberg.
Okay, I'll admit I was in on that one. But you might be wondering, what is even going on in the upper levels of the Titanic?
Oh my gosh.
We're just enjoying the sun.
Just putting letters together at this point, hoping.
It's going
What
okay,
is
but
the
the sound
knife
of
trap?
filth downstairs just it sends me back to the caveman times.
There was only one major
That's-
complaint. We had reports of animal abuse on the
And
server.
no caca can make
Apparently some pets this was because of entity craving. So do you think they should fire the guy that's running this?
Yes.
Is he a stalker? One of the prison guards was actually secretly exploring the Titanic.
Just trying to figure out how to get back.
They're just kind of looking around, checking out.
Yeah.
That's what they're hiding up here. That's fair, that's fair. However, a worker by the name of Cyber Cynicol was also exploring the Titanic. While While no guards were looking, he simply sneaked right by and went up a suspicious ladder. For whatever reason, he didn't take off his jumpsuit. He began making friends with random passengers, even storming hell, who you may recognize from a nether experiment.
Okay, last one. Let's focus. Let's focus.
Storming hell is no easy opponent. But you've got nothing to lose. So what do you think about Cyber?
Well, I really don't have an opinion on him.
Nobody really judged him at all, which I
Mason, way too close. Come on.
Cyber Cynical's intentions are much deeper than it appears. It turns out he wanted to build a community. You see, many prisoners and workers were splitting up into different groups, which Cyber thought would lead to eventual chaos. So his solution was to unite all workers under one grand alliance. Every worker would be able to cast their own vote to elect a leader. He called it Cyber Syndicate.
My syndicate will unite people from all walks of life. I believe we can get out of here all together.
That begs the question, though. How do you even enter or exit the prison? This smokestack right here is heavily guarded 24/7, and no one on the upper levels are allowed to know why. As you can see, it would be quite difficult for a worker to enter the smokestack, but they must keep it guarded 24/7. If I fly over here, you can see the armory, a contraband dump, and executive offices. For example, the CEO's office. You can even see his paintings of the Titanic. There's also this button right here. You do not want to know what this does, but I'm sure you'll find out soon.
Today, this very operating, Purigen water and operating Loa, salt-based water softener system. Grab your salt-based water softener system, waste over a bathtub's worth of water every single week. That's why Purigen created a
All right, it's time to wake up. A whole new wave of workers have arrived.
Would anyone like something to eat?
All workers were sent over to the cafeteria. Well, fortunately, this isn't too chaotic yet. But a player by the name of I Am Evergreen tried to abuse the system by getting unlimited free. He did this by sitting at multiple tables and then went with the table groups to get more food. Carl Kraus eventually got a little
Thank you all for watching. This was a very tough set of puzzles. We'll be back, and what wonderful world are we looking at next? Country is UAE. Back in the UAE next time. Thank you so much.